camera set this time?
I think so.
Okay. I don't want it to fluster you. Okay, we got 2 runs together, alright?
Okay.
So let's see if you can listen to yourself. Alright? That's ultimately what we're here for. Instructor Remy. Teaching yourself how to go through this course, right?
Oh, I didn't practice this time.
You did practice, or you didn't?
No, I didn't practice saying it this time.
Okay. So what are we doing?
So, straight, shift, turn around. Keep an eye out for that left turn cone.
Okay.
Backside the first slalom.
Yes.
Go all the way up. Backside the slaloms. Go fast. Watch out for the last slalom cone.
Because what happens?
Because it's a harsh left turn before the chute.
Which is an even harsher what?
Right turn.
There you go.
And then...
What's next?
Do the slalom.
What
3
kind of...
cones.
Okay.
Turn around. Look for the 6-pack.
Okay.
And then there's a right, left, and then the harsh right, 90, right?
We're adding some corners. What happened?
No?
You came down, you said through the 6-pack.
Yeah.
What's next?
And then there's like that lane changer thingy, right?
That's the offsets.
Okay, the offsets, and then
Okay.
the 90-degree right,
Okay.
and then I guess another offset, and then the Chicago box with 2 cones.
Yeah, lane change with your 2-cone Chicago box.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. Perfect. All right, you ready? Let's go. You got to talk yourself through it now. It's for you. Oh, fine. Age before beauty. Thinking about it. All right, after he finishes, we're on. That is a whole lot of understeer. All right, you ready? Talk yourself through it.
Okay, straight, shift, and turn.
Let's go.
Touch the hands. Going around, hug the right. Watch out for the left cone. What?
There you go. Keep talking.
Slalom. Watch out for this one. 3-gear. 3-cone slalom.
Good over the shoulder look. Keep talking.
6-pack.
There you go.
Do the lane change or whatever offset, the right cone. Next one over. And then Chicago box. Look for the finish. Finish.
Unwind. Throttle in. See how much that unwinding helps? Okay. Oh, man. What the hell?
It's like 38 something, I think.
That's what you saw? I was looking at you. So I'm gonna write 38 something, according to Remy.
Actually, I don't want to be that close to the start. I'll turn around.
How'd that feel?
Good.
Not bad, right? So the only bubble, I would say, that was really anything would be how much speed you gave up, like within this 3-cone slalom. Because it was pretty much kind of like coasting. I don't mind if it's like minimal throttle, like you're kind of going through, but you were pretty much like just coasting. Like as soon as you made this left to get into it was just like I'm all off throttle. I have no faith in accelerating or just holding, maintaining throttle, because when you come out of this, you want to be able to get to the throttle early, because this is a long run down to here. So don't be afraid to hold like 10, 20%, somewhere in there, the throttle, so you're just ready to get out. Because you don't have to brake in here. You already did your braking right here to get into this section, right?
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you've already done your brake to get in here, and you don't really have to brake, you just have to maintain, right? You're just setting up this corner. It's quick, but you should be able to do that with just like lifting off and then gradually getting back into throttle and coming around back towards that 6-pack, right? But you were calling out everything I was asking for, so you get another run in you. You ready? Let's go. You know what you're doing.
I think it's actually easier for me to not call things out.
Really?
I mean, if I can just like next. I mean, it's taking so much of my concentration to remember what the cones are called.
Okay, I'll see if this works. Don't say anything. You better be faster. You can be as quiet as you want, but you better be faster. Go. Waiting on you. What in that process were you doing?
I was trying to make sure that I did look ahead at the right things, but I was able to focus more on what was right in front of me.
Okay, so I saw you looking ahead, right? So you saying the stuff that's like right in front of you is like absolutely the wrong thing to say to me, because you're not ahead of where you're at. You putting down this time is because you're looking further forward. And I see you doing head checks to look like you did at the finish. You looked over your back shoulder to find the 6-pack. You did it through the slalom because you knew you had to brake to get into that chute and set up for that 3-cone slalom, right? You're looking ahead. You just aren't referring to it as looking ahead.
Oh.
You kind of get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
you can't do that stuff without looking ahead. Like you can't. Like if you're looking where you're at, you don't do that. You're jerky.
Oh.
Like it's not gonna happen. So your perception of what you're doing is not what you're doing then. It's like you're looking at. Okay?
I guess I can focus on both.
Okay.
If I'm not trying to focus on saying it.
Okay.
Because then I can drive harder like through the slaloms, and once I see that I'm backsiding it and my timing is good, I can look up again and then.
So the verbalization part, it's one of those things. Some people can do it, some people can't, right? I wouldn't let it go, because there's some parts of the courses, depending upon what you're doing, you might need that
little bit extra to look up ahead.
Mental, verbal, like, hey, I need to pay attention to this. Like it might be one part of the course, like where, like something like that hard, funky slalom up at the top, where like, okay, unwind the wheel as they come out of this hard slalom, or something like that, to give you that extra confidence or extra memory or extra just something to make sure that you get through that particular course. Don't let it go, but you're always thinking ahead. Don't ever like just be where you're at. Like you're never ever autocrossing where you're at. You're autocrossing where you're going, okay? And you want to be further forward, all right? And you're doing that. I don't care if you scan back and scan forward, but your main scan is always forward, because that's where you're gonna go. The second that you start getting pulled back, that's where you get loose and you start sliding and everything, because you're not paying attention to what's going on. Everything that you do to correct as you're driving is happening because what you're planning to do further down the road, not where you're at. All right, make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't mind that you don't verbalize, but you gotta
wait. So how do I get better? What did I do wrong?
So in that run, the one part did I notice that what you were doing is kind of like pumping the throttle,
Yeah.
like up here?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you felt it.
Yeah.
I felt it because I got milkshake mode.
Sorry.
Right? So you were pumping the throttle. Like, you went to partial throttle, but you went like, I'm too much, I'm too little. I'm too much, I'm too little. So you get into this, like, I don't know, bass drum. All right? I'm not a fan, but it worked for you on that particular run. You were faster than your other run because you were concentrating, and I kind of put you on the spot. So, but as you're coming up to this, it's still something you have to think about, right? Yeah. Whether you think about it as you're there or before you get there, like, you got to know, like, hey, I got to pull off throttle, like, right before I get in and start gradually squeezing to get through this. Like, because you did apply throttle, but it was like milkshake mode, right? So you started to apply, but be constant with it, right? Be confident in the inputs that you put into the car, and you will be rewarded, right? And then, like, the stuff when the car starts to under or oversteer, and it's something where you need to, like, correct right away. Correct it. Like, that's one of the things that I've seen you do the most, like, over the years, is like when you correct it, you get locked into the correction.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? And you're not thinking about what's going forward. That's one of the reasons why verbalization is already bringing you forward, because you're not worrying about the correction, you're worrying about what's coming next. So, like, even right here, like when you kind of got loose and you said, like right when we started